Alrighty, welcome on back in. It's 10:23 on your Wednesday morning, and it's officially the second quarter of 2024. So most organizations currently are reviewing their outcomes for Q1. It's a good time also to check in on our personal and our professional annual goals, our New Year's resolutions as well. So this morning we've got Alexia Zigoris, Executive Leadership Coach, here to walk us through some tried and true practices. First of all, thank you so much for coming. And you were just saying, when we were talking a little bit during the commercial break, you know, everyone loves to set these really kind of high-bound New Year's resolutions. And then here we are, we get to April, and maybe we've kind of slid off track a little, maybe veered off track just a bit. So what are some of your tips? What's some of your advice in terms of how people can maybe, you know, first of all, you know, acknowledge, okay, it's all right that maybe you've slid off track a bit, and then how do you get back on track?
Well, the first thing is it's the way you approach looking at yourself in the mirror. So if you look at yourself in the mirror with curiosity and looking to solve a problem, and also look for the successes first, then you will have a good foundation to start with. So if you start with everything went wrong, or these are all the things I did wrong, you're judging yourself and you don't set yourself up for success. So find the things that you did well in the first quarter, even if it was small, and celebrate those. Celebrate the things hard, and then lean into the things that you're doing well. That gives you a good foundation to go on to the next step, which is really, if you didn't do things well or things went sideways, did you set your expectations a little too high? Right. Were you off track because maybe something else entered your life? Maybe there was an illness or some catastrophic event. Sure. So you have to be gracious to yourself as you go through this process.
And that's one of the things I love that you were saying, you know, give yourself a little bit of grace, or a lot of grace, to be honest, because that sometimes seems like the only way that you're truly able to function forward, you know, and create change in a positive direction, and change that sticks.
Right.
Yeah.
And so as you're thinking about what went right and what didn't go right, think about the strategy that you used to get there. Do you need to add things to your calendar? Do you need to put things in place that are hard appointments for yourself to make sure that you stay on track? Like, everybody wants to go to the gym more. It tapers off mid-January, right? So hire a personal trainer if you need to, or schedule yourself for a class, pay in advance, and put that on your calendar, and make sure that you have ample time to get ready to go, to get ready for work or whatever it is. So set realistic expectations, implement new strategies, the ones that aren't working, get rid of, and try something different, because it's not working for a reason.
And truly, you're setting yourself up for success that way. You know, if you're being realistic, if you're being, you know, giving yourself grace, while also being realistic, that kind of seems like a perfect way. And like you said, I love the fact that you said, give yourself some hard deadlines in there as well. I want folks to know at home, to know where they can find out more information, kind of what you provide as well.
Sure. My website is alexiazigoris.com. The accountability piece for staying on track on your goals is a huge one. I'm an executive coach. That's why people hire executive coaches and life coaches, to keep them on track so that they can live a life that's more impactful, joyful, and purposeful. And that's really the goal of all of our lives. So
I love it.
Just keep on going.
Man, you have good energy, Alexia. I love this. I love whenever someone comes on the set and they make me feel like, yes, I can go get it.
You can do it.
Yes. Exactly. I don't have to get down on myself for not completing any of my New Year's resolutions. Just function forward and keep it up.
Exactly.
Alexia, thank you so much. We appreciate you being here. It's 10:27. We're going to be back with a look at that forecast. But first, let's get to some birthdays.